Hey, welcome back to my channel, I guess. Bedrock PvP lover and enjoyers. Okay, I missed S on the lovers, but it doesn't matter. Today I'll be teaching you how to play spear PvP. Personally, my favorite PvP. I love the spear. So, let me get my kit. And yeah, I'll teach you about the spear and how to use it, and also like all the ways to use it on Bedrock because yeah, nobody knows how to use it for some odd reason. Okay, now first I'll go over the best way to use the elytra and the spear. Well, the spear in general. Now, normally whenever you would do anything, you would use fireworks and the spear and just hit things. Which don't get me wrong. Yeah, very smart, very smart. But there's actually a much easier way to use the spear and the elytra, which is called the elytra spear technique. It's not exactly hard, but getting it consistent will be hard. Now, for the inputs, X, R2, and then X again. Which, if you put that all together, leads into this. Now, for the nerds or whatever, for anybody who wants to actually know how this works, if it helps you better, what it basically does is when you jump, at the height of your jump, you press R2, which normally it would send you really forward with the spear. But when you do that, you also immediately elytra, basically carrying your velocity into the glide, allowing you to go extremely fast. Now the thing with the spear is that you can stack this, allowing you to go insane speeds, even rivaling the elytra spear. Now obviously I'm elytra trident. Even though the trident is faster, it's very conditional, like how you can't use it in acacia or whenever it's not raining, which means that elytra spear is the sole best way to actually get around the map in every single environment and everything like that. Plus, it also helps that you can control it, since you can do this extremely fast, and there's barely any buildup. You just need to get consistent at it. You can go wherever you want. Extremely good for everything that you need to do. Now, for the next technique I'll be showing you, it uses the elytra spear technique that I just showed you to do this. But the next thing that you're going to want to learn is how to actually use it in combat. Now, normally, you would use it in the encounter, and after the encounter ends and your enemy goes out, pearls, and eats, you'd want to use this. So let's say, I'm fighting the zombie, he pearls over there, and he's grappling. Now normally someone would either be facing us or just not be facing us at all and face the other way, and would have their backs turned. And another thing is when you grapple, you're slower, which practically makes you a sitting duck. Now normally in this type of kit, there's no mace, come on. The only thing you can do is go up and sword them. But one thing that you can do is actually spear them, which allows them to actually die a lot faster like this. Oh, yeah. Like that. Look at that. That's what normally happens. And when that would happen, they would die. So it's basically the combat version of the elytra mace. Uses the same thing, but after you do this, you don't immediately tap L1 because it's actually not as simple as you might think. After you do the thing, you're gonna see that your spear does go up for a little. Now when you see that, you can try to press L2 immediately after. It's not exactly gonna work if you're too fast. So what you want to do is you want to wait about 0.5 seconds to where the spear goes and is pulling back. As soon as it tries to even move a smidge back, then you press L2. Now you could just do this and try to figure out a way to do that. I have seen people on Java do that, but it's not as efficient as this. So very nice. I know there is a version of this on Java, but it's not, as well versed because you can't immediately switch to your spear and do it. So yeah. So electric spear, that's the combat version. That's basically how you use spear on Java. I'm not Bedrock. It's the main way to use it. Fireworks are practically non-existent in that type of PvP. Like, come on, like when you can just do this. Oh, when you can just do that, it's like why would you even try to touch fireworks? So that's the tutorial on how you use the Bedrock Spear. One of the best weapons in the game. Second to only the sword. Because even though mace is good, I like the spear better. So yep. Make sure to subscribe. I'll see you in the next tutorial. And thanks for watching.